I wonder which pays better. Hustling all weekend to flip stuff on eBay, or dropping the same grind money into the market that could jump 20, 30, or even 50% over time. So I tested it. And the answer isn't as simple as stocks always win. Let's talk about our next phase of stocks of Momentum 15, where they actually are trying to build us growth. You know, I used to hit the local community sales and grab a batch of small things and collectibles to sell. Let's say this weekend I spent $40. Sold them over the next couple weeks, maybe grossed just over 120. After shipping fees and tape and bubble wrap and all the time that I put into it, let's say we netted $100. There was hours invested, maybe 6. It's not too bad. That's a solid Saturday. In the old days, I'd roll that $100 back into more inventory and do it all over again, trying to get that big win. But now I ask a different question. What if I let the market do the side hustle for me? I love doing eBay. I love going to find the hunt. But what if I came up with a strategy that every time I found something, part of that profit was going into the market to where someday when I can't get out of the house, or when I don't want to get out of the house, or for a reason my market is run dry of stuff to sell because everybody's doing it, I can sit in a recliner and collect off my dividends of my stock investments. Our Momentum 15 list is where we hold stocks that have more growth potential and more mood swings. These aren't reckless lottery tickets. They're businesses I believe have a catalyst. They've got expanding revenue that's going fast. They have a disruptive product or a sector that's tailwinds pushing it. A turnaround story with improved numbers, or a high yield play that's temporarily beating down everything that's recovering. Aggressive, volatile. They give you a high dividend, but it's volatile. I expect them to have bumps. Price up, price low. I plan that I'll prune them at some point when they make me my dollar profit that I want to make on each stock. That's the difference between the growth stage and gambling. I have a strategy, little by little. So let's compare hustle money versus investing. Let's run that $100 flip 3 different ways for an illustration that you could start thinking about on how to build freedom wealth instead of trying to hustle for the rest of your life. Let's look at this option. We'll call it the pop. Stocks run plus 25 over a few months, 20%, 25%. Your $100 becomes $125. You had no boxes. You had no gas. You had no late night printing labels. It's hard to do, but you can find it. Let's look at this other option. We'll call it the crawl. Stocks drift sideways, pays a teeny dividend or none, no gain, but no more work either, and you still have it because your system is guiding you, not your emotions. Or maybe it even falls. Called the drop. Stocks fail 20%. Now you're at 80. Painful? Yep. But here's where discipline matters. You review the reason you bought it. Why did I buy this? I bought it for the dividend, to make an extra few bucks to consistently come in, to build it up so it makes more dividends. So you simply keep it. And eventually you'll get back to the $100. Meanwhile, on eBay. You only make money if you keep working, if you keep finding, if you keep grinding, if you keep listing. But the investments, the stock market, if you invest in the right stocks, the ones we talk about, that I personally own, that's working right now for me, that I could offer suggestions to you. When I'm sleeping, I'm making money. I like to go out and do the hustle. I like to go out and find the things. That late night shipping and packing is what really gets me most of the time. So here's something to think about. When we make a few bucks, let's put our money into the base 15 that we have that's consistently churning out dividends and growing the financial wealth for your freedom, so that at some point you won't have to hustle. You'll get to hustle because you enjoy it. There's a big difference. So start setting aside some of that hustle money. Set aside a certain percentage of each hustle profit. Maybe 25%. So every $100 you make, put $25 in the market, in the base 15. So you get it up to a certain amount, then we can start getting into aggressive things. We can start churning money a lot faster. But the base 15 is building us a good foundation that will be steady as a rock till you need it. And every so often, that's what I like to do. I like to ask myself, which ones are working? Which ones aren't? I don't have to do that as often as most, because I'm confident in the ones I picked. I understand what they're telling me. I understand the ups and downs. So I don't go in looking, oh my gosh, this was so bad, I got to get rid of it, let me go find something better. Let it ride. I know what it's doing. It's paying me a few pennies, or paying me a few dollars, or paying me $100 or $1,000, depending on what I got in it. Every month, every quarter. Just keep paying me. Some of you love to hunt. So do I. You live for that flip. That's awesome. I did too. Channel that same hunt into the research of stocks, which I've did a lot of that for you. And I've proven that it's worked over the years. To find you those base 15. To dig into something that's going to pay you for the rest of your life. To be able to leave something to somebody. Think of it as flipping digital and not flipping products. But there's some of you, and I'm one of them, kind of. We're tired. We're tired of the flip. We're tired of the shipping. That's what I'm tired of, the shipping. I love the flip. I love the hustle. You want your money to do more of the heavy lifting in your life. The Momentum 15 lets you take a small controlled swing with your money you earn from the grind and stay on the treadmill forever. We're talking about momentum. We're talking about movement. So say this before you buy. This could go down. I'm sizing it small. I'm buying a story I believe in because I know my exit. If you can't finish the sentence, don't buy. Can I finish that sentence? If I buy this, how long am I going to have to hold it? And what profit will I make? And is it worth it? Or would it be better to put a portion of this into the market and invest it? And have something coming in every quarter? Here's something to think about. So eBay hustle versus high growth stocks, which made more? Short term, eBay can beat everything if you're willing to keep grinding. Long term, disciplined momentum investing lets that grind money multiply without you packing another box? Drop a comment in there and tell me what your biggest flip was. Play with those numbers. Play with those numbers. Your biggest flip was you bought something for 100 and sold it for 1,000. It's a good day. It's a real good day. But what if you would have put $500 of that $900 profit in and went with $400 to go find the next big thing? Where would you be today in your freedom journey? And if you did that consistently over time, would you flip because you love it, or would you flip because you had to? See you next time.